But I was supposed to say something embarrassing for Mackenzie, but the child's never done anything, so. So all I can do is basically remind her about the first day I brought her home, excuse me. And I held her in my arms. I bent over and told her how much I loved her. I told her she would always be my baby girl. And she has been. But this young fella come along and kind of put a kindness to it. But Patty and I, or Memo and I, have come to love him just like we do our own. Hey, Mama.
Gosh, I knew if you started crying, I'd start to. Oh, no. I didn't want to. I love you so much. Love you too. Wow. When did you get so grown up?
I don't know. And to Steve and Jeannie, God bless you. Because this lovely couple here has brought our families together. And I can't think of any other family that I would be proud to be with.
I'm so proud of you. You know that, right?
Taryn texted me about 2 weeks ago. Just a reminder. Are you okay with giving a speech at the wedding? And I thought, of course. Normally, I'm either very quiet or what I say is extremely sarcastic and probably a bit off color. So Mackenzie, you have me to thank for Taryn's sense of humor. I moved away to North Carolina about 4 years ago after COVID for work. And I've missed being near Taryn. He is and always will be my little monkey boy. Those of you who want to know what that means can ask him someday. The first time he came to visit, he brought Mackenzie. She was quiet, but we could tell she was very sweet and that they were very close.
So beautiful, honey. Changed my mind, I'm not giving you away.
Today, you're surrounded with your friends and family, but you'll go home with each other. And there will always be work and responsibilities. But remember how you feel towards each other today, because you will grow, share, and laugh with each other. Hug and kiss often. Enjoy each other. Never go to bed mad, and always end each conversation, whether it be face-to-face, on the phone, or in a text, with I love you, because life is short.
And for you two, my last words, whatever you do, put God first in your life. And He will take care of you.
Taryn, Mackenzie, congratulations, and I love you.
The only way to start this is by saying we finally made it. We're finally here after 10 long, brutal months of being engaged to you. I'm kidding, it wasn't brutal, I'm just really impatient. I say 10 months, but I've actually waited my whole life for this day. Today is the day you become my husband. I actually never thought this day would come before I met you. I've always wanted to become a wife and one day a mother, but watching all of my parents' struggles caused me to lose so much hope. I very quickly realized I had all the answers right in front of me. Even just venting and saying things out loud that I had been going through made me realize I deserved better. I've been dealt a shitty hand, but it had been for a reason. I told myself everything happens for a reason. I prayed God would show me what that reason was for such a long time. Within that same summer, God had answered my prayers and gave me my reason. But I must have been ready because that summer my boss got a new intern, and his name was Taryn. There isn't enough words to describe my love for you. You are the Jim to my Pam. You're my best friend and my closest confidant. You're my world and my everything.
My Mackenzie. As I sit here pondering the many ways I could begin my vows to you, there's only one way that seems right to me. When I was in college and would write my papers for my classes, I liked to begin each assignment with a quote. From there, I would write the rest of my paper and use that quote as inspiration at the beginning of my paper and reference it throughout. The point of marriage is not to create a commonality by tearing down all boundaries. A good marriage is one in which each partner appoints the other to be the guardian of their solitude. And thus, they show each other the greatest possible trust. A merging of two people is an impossibility, and where it seems to exist, it is a mutual consent that robs one or both parties of their fullest freedom and development. But once the realization is accepted that even between the closest people, infinite distances exist, a marvelous living side by side can grow up for them if they succeed in loving the expanse between them, which gives them the possibility of always seeing each other as a whole. Mackenzie, you are the blessing of a lifetime in my human being. You're the person that I want to share my victories and even my defeats with. The person who makes me feel trusted and safe.
Your laugh makes my heart melt 1,000,000 times over, and your smile is to die for. I fell head over heels for you when I first saw you, and I fall even harder each day that I spend with you. I never thought I'd feel as deeply as I do for you. I don't just love you, you're an extension of me and my other half. You're absolutely the best thing to ever walk into my life, and I'm beyond grateful to get to share this life with you. I'm speechless that I get to stand next to you and become your wife. I'm speechless that you even want me. Thank you for loving me, and also in the way that you do. Today we will say vows that include to the end of my days, but truthfully my love for you will go beyond that.
While our names may not fit together as well as Pam and Jim's initials spelling PB and J like Kevin found, you are undoubtedly my best friend, my schmoopsy poo, my twin flame, and my person. You're the person I want to spend my life with, who I want to come home to every single night, and who I want to take on the rest of this journey of life with.
We gather here today in the sight of God and in the sight of all these assembled people to a ceremony honoring the holy institution of marriage. I want to remind everyone here today that you have not been invited as spectators, but as witnesses, and that we are here to witness Taryn and Mackenzie give their vows before God, before you, and before one another. When we first met, I remember thinking this is one of the most calm and collected people I've ever met, and then I met Mackenzie. And it was obvious why God brought your two peaceful souls together. As we navigate through this life, the Bible guides us in a lot of areas, but one thing it doesn't help us out with is weddings. It doesn't tell us where to get married, it doesn't tell us what songs to walk down the aisle to. Instead, God tells us about what this day is celebrating, which is the marriage and the life you two are creating with each other. Ephesians tells us to love your spouse like you love yourself. that this love should be patient and kind. The Apostle Matthew confirms that the life you have created, nothing in this earth shall separate. And finally, in the letters to the Corinthians, he asks something of us. He asks that in your marriage, everything you do for each other be done in love, a love that will endure all.
Congrats, thanks for having us on your special day. Wishing you a lifetime of love and happiness.
Love each other forever.
I hope you guys do really well with your marriage, and I hope you have a really good life together.
Hi, Taryn, Mackenzie. We're so happy for you, and we wish you a lifetime of happiness. Mackenzie, you look amazing. Everything is beautiful, and I hope you have a great time in Punta Cana. Woo! Congratulations.
Tonight we're gathered here to celebrate that marriage between my wonderful sister to her equally amazing partner, Mackenzie and Taryn. You've always been one of my favorite people, my biggest role model, my partner in crime. And Taryn, thank you for being the perfect match for my sister as well, even though that was pretty cliche to say that, I'll think about it. You two are honestly just a testament to the power of love and partnership. And the way you look at her is just something I only ever see in movies.
Taryn, I've known this kid, I don't even remember how long, when we met. He's just always been in the picture and just very honorable, dependable, and a trustworthy person. So I'm very excited for you and Mackenzie.
May your life together be filled with laughter, adventure, and endless love. To Mackenzie and Taryn, cheers.
I just want to say congratulations, Taryn and Mackenzie, and let's get this party started.
You are my light, and I am beyond grateful and happy just in knowing that in a short while you'll be walking down the aisle to me to say I do. I love you more than most of all, Mackenzie.
Now I want you two to look at each other and ask that you never forget this moment. Mackenzie, this is your husband. Taryn, this is your bride. And by the power vested in me, I now proudly pronounce you husband and wife. Taryn, you may now kiss the bride. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to present to you Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I will always find you and choose you in every lifetime and so on.